All right, everybody, what is up? Welcome back. If you watched yesterday's episode, you saw a big adventure, a lot of story time, and not really frustration, but couldn't really figure out what was going on. So I'm going to show you where I'm at. So remember, we were searching using this grid here. Well, actually, at first we were searching using this grid. And then, so I went up and I searched here, I searched here, I searched here, and I searched here and over here. Then I came back and I set this grid up saying, well, looking at this vector, it must be in the desert. So after I finished recording, I came up into the desert and I searched one here and it wasn't there. I searched one here, it wasn't there. Then I searched here. And here it was, right here. Hey, an elephant. Right there it is. I was actually up there looking down at it, but there it is. And I put my stuff down, and I stayed here for 3 days. 3 days. This is how much I got out of it. Well, actually, I got this much out of it. But if you look at my weight, I'm at 191.8 of 192. I'm leaving the wind turbine here. All this stuff and 10 of these. I just slept, woke up and ate as much as I could. I could get rid of 0.3 kilo here, but these are 0.5 each. These weigh 0.5 each, so that's pretty crazy amount. You can see how my O2 is really low because I've been here forever. But very interesting. You can see once I got this grid here, I still would have had to search all of those other places, but because I did already, it was literally this. You see the thickness of this? The thickness of this, and it's this far away. So that means the thickness of this thing's not in this snow region. It's all the way over here somewhere. So I'm leaving all this stuff. If I ever come back by here again, I'll grab this, but for now I'm not really worried about it. I ended up building this... Before I came in, I got wood and fiber because fiber is really hard to come by in here. And I built a super fortified wood shelter with every pillar that I could do. And 2 windstorms came through and I was repairing nonstop. It was, this isn't going to last. Anyway, this one's empty, so it's done. It's done. And we're going to get out of here. I'm like 191.8 out of 192. That's the best I could do. Yeah, I could leave my taxidermy knife. I could leave some stuff and just remake it. But realistically, even if I would only get like 1 or 2 more out of 10. And 10 isn't that big of a deal, so not really. I'm going to mark that where I need to go. So, very interesting conclusion to what you guys witnessed in the last video. I could have left here, but I wanted to tell the whole story. It was pretty wild. So, dude, this would actually be a really good geyser to do. You know why? Look at all the room you have to see them coming from around you. This would be a great geyser to do. And in the geysers, I think I get about at least a row, like maybe 100 or so, 150. That would be a really good geyser to do. Anyway, let's keep going. But I thought it'd be a interesting conclusion to that other video. And I started drilling, and the good thing is it says that it could draw animals. It didn't, which is good. I literally didn't have to kill anything while that thing was drilling all that. But I built the house, I chopped down some trees, and when I chopped down trees, surprisingly, I got some coconut seeds, so that's cool. I didn't know. It's like the last hit you do, where it's up at the top where the palm leaves are. It gave me the leaves. All right, I just lost that one, so honey. And I have realized that instead of making more honey, or, instead of making more strawberry jam, I'm just going to make those carrots, because the strawberry is 125, and the carrots are actually 150, so they're better. And they must be fairly easy to make because I had a bunch of them early on. I just wasn't using them. I don't know why. But I'm going to focus on that. That way I'll have, as a backup, I'll have pickled filet, honey, and carrots. And then I have my meat pie and my muffins. And that's pretty good. Didn't see you there. Oh, nice paw, bro. Nice paw, bro. Right in your schnoz. Get me out of here, man. Actually, you know, in doing yesterday's video and then afterward coming, I actually like the desert. Like, the desert to me is way better than the snow. The snow is just like, there's nothing really there. There's not a lot of animals. There's just big animals that could really put a hurting on you. And it's super cold. Like, it seems that you're affected. I somehow got bleeding. But in the desert, I mean, the storms are just as bad. But it seems with what I'm wearing, it only affects me in the storms. I'm pretty good, you know, with all the cold weather. And the amount of animals that you can see and kill to not only rank up, but to get like fur and leather and all that stuff. It's actually, I like the desert better. I like the desert better. The desert. Yeah, just right here, I think, yeah, right here, I chopped down a tree or two right here, or right here, and took a bunch of fiber with me going in. Actually, I was running just holding F down like this, and it collects the fiber. I can't collect anything else. I'm completely full. So I'm not going to worry about anyone. But yeah, I was just running through here holding F, knowing that I was going to build a place, hoping that I was going to find the actual thing. Now, here's my hope that in getting that thing, it triggered the event for the meteor storm, which should reset where the exotics are. And I think the best way to, if you don't witness the meteor event, like, I don't know, maybe you just don't witness it. But if you look in here, when it does the meteor event, it clears these. It clears your grid searches, your radar searches. So if that happens, then we know it's clear. And then I can use my more accurate radar if we want to do it again. Or we can do that geyser in there. It's kind of a long way to go for that geyser, but something to keep in mind. It's actually, I think it's pretty cool what they did. So to balance it, right? So one balance is you can find the geysers super easy, right? They're wherever they are, you see them, you find them, you know they're there. So because they're so much easier, they give you less exotics, right? So that's one piece of balance. The other balance is you have to go through three phases of a horde mode just to get that stuff. And that's the other balance. So it's balanced up. It's like, look, if you wanna farm exotics, the easiest way is to get them out of the caves. The next easiest way is to get them out of the geysers. And then the third way is to find those things and drill them like I just did. But if you're going to do the geysers, you're going to have to fight through three waves of animals. But you also get ranked up, you know. You'll be getting ranked up, and you can get a bunch of leather and fur if you want. You can get a bunch of meat if you want. So that all balances out pretty good. I think that the balance of that is good. Just the limitation of those radar scans is unbelievable. I was shocked that the width of that scan was still that far away, meaning those early ones that I did, like these, there's no way you're going to find these. I mean, this one here, based off this width, we go 1, 2, 3, 4 grid squares on that width. This one is half that. So if we go, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It could be all the way out here. Like, it literally could be that far away. So if you see something that narrow, just, my opinion, ignore it. Just say, well, I guess I'm not going after that one. Because that is really far away. And that's cool, though. It's, you scan it. Even, I think in last video, I even said, I'm like, well, I'll just do a geyser then. If I don't find this, I'll just end up doing a geyser. And this, the only geyser I've done is the one that's right up here where I'm headed. And it was a tough one because a lot of foliage, right? It's right over there, actually. A lot of foliage. And you just don't have as much time to see the animals coming after you. My personal opinion would be do them in the desert because, man, it's wide open. And I imagine on Prometheus, on the You Always Win thing, where there's not the foliage and trees like it is here, we'll be able to do whatever geyser we come across. And I can't wait to see Guns deal with that. He's going to have fun seeing all those animals come out in horde mode. Horde mode. You know what I wanted to do? I was thinking before last episode, there's some other building materials that I haven't used, you know, in all my playthroughs of this. All right. So just let's take a quick look. I just started recording as soon as I came in, so you can tell it sets you to tier 1 at the beginning. I think in tier 3. So what I have right here, I've never used this. I've only used that other version of stone. So I've used the stone bricks. I even used the concrete. That big barn that I had here was partially concrete. This base is concrete. And that door right there is concrete. And same with that door right there. But there is some other stuff. There's actually, I think, 2 other major building materials. One of them is glass. So we have the glass building base set, and then from there you have the reinforced glass here, which the regular glass is only tier 2 storms, which means that's like wood. That's pretty much like wood. And then there's this one, which is tier 5, which is equal to the stone, which is pretty solid. So I would build it out of this. What I was thinking was making a covering, a building, a greenhouse type of thing over my planters out there. I just don't know if the sun will get through and act the same. So I guess the best thing to do would be to build a couple pieces and try it. So there's that. And then there's also aluminum, which is tier 5 storms. Now that looks, if you look at that piece there, the big piece, it looks almost like a shed, right? It looks like corrugated aluminum, so it wouldn't be good looking. But there was another one that I found. I thought maybe it was one of these, but these are for Prometheus, because it takes a special brick. There was one I thought would be really cool for a barn, and it might have been this aluminum to make the barn out of that. Anyway, I was just thinking about that. Try just to get the look of it, you know? So you'd unlock this and this, reinforced glass advance, do those 2. And these things are made out of what? They're made out of, it looks like possibly steel, glass, and resin, and water. 50 milliliters of water. That's interesting. All right, let's unload. So the coal one, this one, is where I keep these things. That's a good amount right there. It's a fair amount of stuff. And then we got these coconut seeds we'll put in our seed thingy. Then I got some jars. some jars. Oh, you know what I do? These sponges. So I got these sponges out of the water wheel. I take these sponges out here, and I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I put them in here. They fill up. And then when I'm making stuff in here that requires water, like I think pastries or bread dough, one of the two, it uses these first, and then it goes to this bucket. Now the bucket, as much as I make, it only uses these up. I don't even get to this bucket. Here's the thing. This is rainwater without a filter. What I drink is a filtered version. This is all unfiltered without charcoal, but I guess because I cook it, it doesn't affect me. I don't know, but it hasn't affected me. So pickled carrots, these guys here. Okay, carrot salt in a jar. It's just better because it's 150. See, this is 150 stamina, and this is 125, and this is 125. So it's 25 more stamina than these. Now, I got a lot of these. I still have a lot. I can use them up. And then these are good. These are really good here. 30%. This gives me a boost to health, but that stamina regen is off the chart. And then we've got this guy, which is 225 stamina. And then this guy, which is 225 health. So these do the health and stamina offset. This also gets stamina regen and health regen, the meat pie. So there are better ones than that, but not much better. They're not much better than that. I look at like the balance between three different buffs. Like, you know, I want maybe one that focuses on health and two that do stamina. One other weird thing is right, like, I guess as I ended last video, I ended it and then I got set up, I slept, and then I ran over there and did my thing. But I don't know if you remember, I was trying to make stuff for something in here. Oh, the rugs. And this thing, see, again, it's off right now. Do you see that? It says off. So now it's idle. That one says off. Now it's idle. I came over here and this thing was off and I had to turn it back on. Like, I don't know if how could I accidentally turn off three machines? It's very weird. And that was kind of in the middle. It was in the middle of a game. It wasn't at the beginning. See, these are all idle. I don't know what happened. It was like after I repaired this stuff or something, it bugabooed. Good, luckily enough, all I had to do was turn it back on, but it's kind of weird. Anyway, we're done with this for a bit. And then when we come back, we'll use this, but I'll have to make another wind turbine because I left mine over there. I don't know, maybe I'll remember that it's there. Now, you guys had me make this during the stream. So this is the final upgrade to the oxygen machine, the electrolytic oxygen synthesizer. So it requires water and power, but check this out. You put it in there. Look how fast it is, number one. Okay. Number two, you could have multiples in here. Number three, no sulfur, no, obviously because I have power, and no oxide needed to do it because it pulls it from the water. So this machine here is like, it's not that big of a deal as far as the filling this up goes, but this thing, you don't have to worry about using up your oxide, and you don't have to worry about the time where you put it in there, you forget, and then you run all the way into the snow region. So you can see this actually had silica and oxide in it before. And I was always... Look, I found something else out on tier 1 that I didn't even look, didn't know that was here, but dirt. It doesn't even say what kind of storms it takes, but dirt. I put this here to clear, just to keep the trees clear. The dirt. Oh, you guys were asking about me making a bridge. I actually made the bridges during the stream. just before that last video. I'm gonna go over here and show you guys. I finally put down a miner for oxide. So now I have everything. I have a drill on oxide, silica, sulfur, aluminum, iron, copper, platinum, and titanium, and gold. There's one for each one of them. And they're all pretty close. They're all pretty close. You figure I've got 2 in here, iron and copper. I got sulfur just across the lake from me. And then I've got oxide, silica, aluminum, titanium, platinum, and then gold up here by the waterfall. So they're all pretty darn close to me. Like, I couldn't ask for it to be any better, really. The furthest one away is the one over here, which is platinum. And it's not even that bad. So I put it up here, where I said it was. You can see it's obviously full. That fills up pretty quick. Now if you look out, right there is the silica one, right? Right there you can see that spinning. That's the aluminum one. Like I said, they're all 3 in a row. And then right up there is the titanium one, and right over there is the platinum one. And then everything else is back by my base. And this isn't even... Really? This isn't even... Look how far I am from my base. From here to there. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. That's the furthest one away. That's platinum. And I have another platinum there and a titanium there, but I'm not drilling those. Gold is right here. And then in this cave is iron and copper. I don't think you can get much better than in the same cave, iron and copper. That's super lucky. That's super lucky. I've been on Prometheus as we're just kind of getting established and doing the, the first, 10 days worth of getting established, base building, ranking up. I've been keeping an eye out, and I tell you this, the amount of deep mining, they call them deep mining, the drill spots for this stuff, I would say there's probably, I think I can look at it to be more accurate, but I'm guessing that there's about a third of the spots on Prometheus. Like I'm saying, like let's say there's 100 on here. There's going to be like 30 on Prometheus. It's much, much, much more rare. You know what I always find right here? There's always a wolf sitting right here, howling at me. Like 4 different times I've found it coming in and out of here. So, yeah, I was thinking about lining this with the glass. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we should try that. Anyway, this one is full of... I haven't hit the sulfur thing forever. I think I'm going to need another chest, because this one is where I used to have the oxide in here. And the coal. I mean, I guess I could possibly share it with that. So oxide, yeah, so oxide was the resin. Maybe we should make some 1-to-1 ratio. So if we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. I usually do that. If I come back and I'm like, oh, the thing is pretty full, just make up the stuff. I like to have resin and epoxy pre-made, and then as I get low, I'll make carbon. But we're doing pretty good so far. Let's take a look at, where is that glass made? I just want to try one. This is made in the glass working bench. Interesting. So this guy here, Oh, yeah. The only thing that was in here before was this glass jar and this glass bottle. That was it. Just 2 items in here forever. Now you can see I've got the regular glass and then the reinforced glass. Now, this takes 100 milliliters, and it is steel ingots. So that's the one thing that I think is, well, I'll show you. I'll show you why I think it's that. So, iron. We did all that iron. Okay, so we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take 6 stacks of iron. 6 stacks, right? And we'll take some of this. And then we're going to make steel. It only makes 40. 6 stacks, 40. What's my point? My point is, I still think that steel is one of the more like resource, like heavy on resources. It just seems like a lot to me. It's easier for me to do titanium. So see, this one is filtered. So when I fill this up, it's filtered. Unlike that one is not filtered yet. I guess because I cook with it, it's fine. I haven't checked this forever on how much oh, yeah. It barely is getting used. And then I still got this guy down here. This is 400 in that one. So it doesn't go through that charcoal that fast. I love all these things that move in games like this. I think it's really neat. Anyway, so we're making some steel. We'll grab some silica. Right? So we're probably going to need glass. What else did we need? Let's see. We need steel, glass, and epoxy. So let's go make... Oh, we need glass. So, different. You got to take this over to here. I just made some aluminum. I still have aluminum here. And I still have some overflow here. This is like an overflow thingy. Anyway. Sulfur, right? So sulfur and tree sap, we have no tree sap on board. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Tree sap, max 4. And then we'll get some... Actually, let's go grab, since we haven't been over there, like literally forever. Look, you thought I was lying. There's a wolf right there. It's always sitting there. I'm glad I said that because you guys are like, yeah, whatever, dude. I come out, there's the wolf. I don't kill him because he's like a pet. You just got to be able to outrun him. Wow, he's actually chasing for a while. Not anymore. All right, this has been down forever. 24, that should tell you how long it's been since I've been here. That's the lowest I've ever seen these go, down to 24%. But it just goes to show how much early on I needed this, but once I got it mining and drilling, I was ahead of the game. Carrot. I don't know how many carrot seeds I have, so if I see some carrots, I'm gonna try and make some seeds. I don't have my sickle on me. They're a little bit harder to spot. You gotta really look for them. But when you find one, usually you'll find like about 5 or so. I had to offset these things because it's just the way it is, but pretty cool, right? I made it out of all that existing stuff that I have, that when I built this outer shell of this, I had the inner shell of the stone. So all this stuff up here has been allowing me to build different things. Let's go ahead and make some carrot seeds if we can. See if we have any carrot seeds. I don't. Oh, interesting. Huh. Well, I guess it's good I got those. I need to get more. All right, now that we went and got this and we're making this stuff. Oh, man. After yesterday's vid, man, I tell you, I had a lot of fun telling stories and looking. I felt like I was doing an informed search rather than like, oh, dude, you're doing it all wrong, right? I don't think I was doing it wrong. I think I was making an informed search because it was a large search area. But once I figured that I couldn't find it and I did another scan, it really gave me a lot of information about just how far away those things can be, about the depth of it, you know. Knowing it now, unless I see something pretty thick, I'm going to ignore it. And what I mean by that is, if it's not at minimum this thickness, I'm going to ignore it. Here's another thing, though. There's a second line here that's not nearly as thick. So this one, I would imagine, well, that this one could be way up here, but it could be way over here, according to like the vector of that line. The vector being, if you drew a line from here straight out and from here straight out, you know it's not in any of these areas because I've searched them. I've searched them already. All right, epoxy. Now you can't make as much epoxy as you can the other one. Okay, so let's put this away. Perfecto. See, we're still good there. We're good on silica. We're good on oxide for now. Bump chicabana. So, oh, I need to put that steel and cook it down. And this is being used for glass right now, so we'll put it over here. Works the same. I think these are about the same speed, so they're probably supposed to be different, but there's a few things in the game that are supposed to be faster, slower, more efficient, and they're not. It's kind of a bit of a glitch. I guess you could sit there and let's see. So as soon as it runs out, you gotta look at the number. 5 seconds per glass, right? 5 seconds per glass. All right, that goes to 5. Let's see what this one is. Dun, dun, dun. 6 seconds per glass. So 1 second longer here. There is a difference between that and this, but not by much. But where that really probably comes in, the slowest things in the world are these. Titanium and platinum. Holy cannoli. They're like 40 seconds in here for one ingot in that one. So that would mean this one might be 60 seconds. But I use this one for iron, copper. You know, another thing I haven't visited forever is the gold. Like, I have this gold here, and then I have all of this gold here. I haven't visited the gold forever. I probably should do that. I do have those spare things back there. Oh, I'm supposed to eat. Or run into the wall, either way. Alright, let's eat this guy. And then we've got a bunch of meat out here in the garage deep freezer. What did I just eat? Is that stringy? I think it's stringy. Fatty T-bone and one of these guys. There we go. Should give us 3 buffs. Those are mostly health buffs. Let's go up to the gold. So that one over there, the sulfur was at 24% damage on the wind turbines. That's kind of an indicator of how long it's been since you've been there, because even though they're not running, you know, because the drill is full, I still see that they take damage, so. Now somebody said I could swim up the waterfall. Somebody said I could swim up the waterfall. my god. Whee! That is dangerous, man. Alright. What's up there? That's scary. They said I could swim up the waterfall, which obviously is true. But I think they were either told me or asked me if I do that, can I get up and over the wall? That's a good question. I don't know if I want to find that out, man. Salt. Also, I was told there is a mission, I think I told you guys, but there is a mission that gives us a pick that gives you extra exotics. You use it for, like, getting them out of the caves. But it's unrepairable, but that's okay. Let's see. 23%, one less than that sulfur. Sulfur was at 24%. So this gold has been the longest that I've gotten it. That's a long time, Bubba. I just haven't needed it. I was collecting it early on, and I got to where I like had a full cabinet of ingots and I had a full cabinet of ore, and I just haven't had to do it. Not a lot of stuff uses the gold. They just use like the gold wire, I think is the main thing I use is to make gold wire, and it's less, way less by like 2/3 than copper wire. So I don't know, maybe they could utilize the gold. Now, that being said, gold usually in a cave is pretty rare. So I got lucky that I have a miner, you know. All right, so let's see. Put this away. How much seed did we get? 9. All right, 9's not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and plant those because I need to get some carrots going. So there we go. Just making sure it's got the water. There we go. It started going. Okay. Sleep time? Sleep time. Is my coal still? Oh my god! It's been... I have 41... Okay, so the last time I slept here, it had been running for 2 full days, and I was gone for 3 days, so that's 5 days, and it's still just under halfway gone. So, yeah, if you get coal, 437 coziness... I think the limit is 600. 437 is pretty good so far. If you get coal, you don't use it for anything else, man, it's really good to run in your primary. You know, the idea is to have a fire, right? The idea is to have a fire going. Okay. Okay. Oop, one more. Oh, 12 more. Never mind. All right. Got that. Then we need to get our epoxy, I believe it was. We'll take 100 over. Oh, we got, yeah, nice sort. So see, now we'll take 100 epoxy and 100 resin and drop it in here so it's in here. We're ready for it. Put this over here. I don't even know what this stuff looks like. And we need water. So maybe, you know, I'm thinking, instead of messing around with all of these things, I guess I could make another bucket. I probably should make the filter. There is an electrical filter for water. You know, we want to keep making all the things. Water, electric water purifier. So a water purifier that can refill bottles automatically. And then, yeah, let's make this. Made at the fabricator. It's actually not that expensive. 10 of those. We need titanium plate. Do I have titanium? Titanium. Let's grab some titanium just in case. Oops. Oh, I should grab it out of here. Titanium. And then we need some aluminum. Aluminium. We'll make a titanium plate. Actually, let's make a couple. I like having them there just in case I'm in like a rush. Is that it right there? Ooh, electric water purifier. Nice. So, things like this. This is another thing where I'm at. This is another thing where I'm at. So, like this thing here, right? And the thing I'm crafting right now, I'd actually love to put them outside. Like, have them right out here. Actually, like, move this beacon and move this thing and put them right here. Have air and water. But I don't know if these things can last outside. Now, I could put them in here, which would be cool. And I'd have to pipe water over there, which is not the end of the world. But the water pipes, they're more intrusive looking than the wiring. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and put that thing out here. Some machines don't do good outside. Some machines, like this, say they need to be outside. That and this. I'm curious. You know, it's really part of the it's part of the look and feel of everything. Let's just see if I can put this out here. It's not oh yeah, no shelter. It's saying no shelter. Again, this building here, if you've ever, I don't know, I'm an engineer, I've been around this stuff all my life. We always had these facilities, old oil facilities, refineries, all these things. They always had a powerhouse, like switchgear, and where all this kind of some buildings call them mechanical rooms, like a Walmart, for example. If you go to a Walmart, inside that Walmart will be a separate room that looks like this. It'll have switchgear, which is basically big breakers supplying power. It may have servers. It may have backup generators, depending on what it is. That's what this is. It's a mechanical room. So in a way, this is like my roots. Some people might look at this and go, yeah, it's a neat building, whatever, but why? Well, because in real life, this is really the way it's done. This stuff is hazardous. You don't want people just walking into a place like this because people will get themselves hurt. All right. So both of both of these things, if I move the oxygen thing over here, both of them require power and water. So I don't really want to block that. I'm thinking about the look of the room now. If I put this, okay, this is pretty shallow, so that's pretty neat looking with it's got the reverse osmosis tanks. It's got well, that's supposed to be a breaker? No, that is a giant resistor. That's a resistor. And then look, it looks like a root beer soda machine or a Slurpee. Or as you guys would know it, a coffee machine. Because, yeah, I guess the other stuff doesn't really exist in anybody's mind anymore. It's unfortunate. Trying to think, I don't have any water. I can look. Thinking about moving this, too. That'd be so cool to have that mechanical room. Thing's very shallow. All right, cool. Let's grab the our cabling. Was I waiting for something else over there? All right, so we have. Let's put this stuff away for now. We've got our water pipe tool and our electrical tool. Was I waiting on something else? Oh, the steel, right? No, I should have taken the steel over there. Oh, the water. That's what I'm doing now. Okay. Anyway, look right here. You can see the water and power merged on the same thing here. So we take... and we'll get rid of the power feed, and we take the water one and get rid of that water feed. Now, I got power over there fine. Now it's going to just be getting water over there. I could probably run it here. Let's see. Oh, I just messed that up. That is going to mess up these machines over here. That's idle. Optional off. Okay, I think that only came to this machine here. Nope, went to my aquarium too. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I actually clicked the wrong damn button. This is the way I figured to do this. You place it outside, then you walk inside, and what it'll do, it'll glitch through the wall for you. I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's the way I've been doing it after I screwed it up so horribly before. Okay, power. So I've got power there. Let's run this power here. Down to there. Okay. That one's good. That one's good. So we got water containers. Whoop. Now I can just do that. Oh. Did you see that and hear that? And then got this guy. Perfect. All right. And that's now filtered water, which means I don't really need this, but I'm not going to get rid of it. So as far as containers, we know that we have a bucket, water. We know that we have a bucket, and I know that there's those water tanks that you can carry on your back. What else do we have? We have the bladder. We have, here's the iron bucket. That's what I have. What else do we have after that? It's kind of cool getting deeper and deeper into the game and starting to look at things I'd never used before. Now, this is another thing we need to get started on. You guys have been asking me for this forever. I'm thinking I need to build a barn for this. I don't want to try and cover my patio out there. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so water. Glass jar. So the water... okay, we got a water barrel, which you can't really carry. Water pure... This actually is like a Jack Daniels barrel. That'd be cool as a decoration in the house. Water can. So... large, bulky, used for traveling. This carries like a lot of water, and you got to carry it on that G code there. And all of these things don't really need that much, so I'm thinking maybe make a couple iron buckets. just deal with that. I think that's probably what it's really designed for. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's do the iron bucket, which is made at hopefully the fabricator. Anvil. So iron, rope, and nails. All right, cool. Iron, rope, and nails. Iron bucket. Let's do 2 of them. Let's do 3 of them. Thing's got kind of a cool sound. Okay. You see what I do now? I use a combination of storage here. And what I really love about this game and other games that do this, the games that give you storage inside your benches, dude, this bench needs refined wood, rope, copper nails. That's its primary recipes for most things. So when I need rope, when I need refined wood, I know it's here. Sometimes when I need copper nails, I'll know it'll be here in this machine. Other times I usually leave the nails in this thing, but now because I got this big thing, all the nails are in here. Make sense? I like that there's storage in the machines. It's really cool. Look at this. Smoky. Now this is all clean water too. And it's all cool water. Clean, cool water. Cool. Don't need to wait for storms. Don't need to do anything. Alright, now this requires... Boop. 1,000 milliliters per. And these have... Where does it say? 10 liters. 10 liters. So, if I want... What do we have here? We want the reinforced ones. So we have walls, the angled walls, the roofs, beams, floors, half pieces, and a door. We have all the same basic things. Let me make maybe 2 of the... let's do 3 of these. And let's do 2 of these. And we'll just see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like. So I'm going to take my other water and put it in here. Okay, and then I don't know in here if anything requires water. I don't think it does, but I guess for now we can put it here. I haven't checked the ice in a while. 134, that is a lot. Okay, and this one should be 130. 200! What? Oh my god. Why is this one doing more? I know I can use this stuff, but you guys, it comes and goes so fast. I'm not even worried about it. Okay. I don't know if I need these things here anymore. I don't really like the look of them here. I'm not going to be drying any meat. That was just for a mission, so I'm going to pick these things up. I was contemplating, see I have this nice open area. Before I put this stuff in here, I was contemplating putting like some kind of glass roof here over my patio and making my little farm here. I could do that. But let's see how the glass looks first off. Because if not, I think what I'm going to do is maybe out here, either right here or something, use that aluminum, which looks like corrugated, and make like a barn. Again, it's not that it's functional, it's like it's appearance. I'm trying to make a barn for animals, so I want it to look like a barn, you know? It's like functionally, I could probably do it right here. It wouldn't matter, but you know, part of the fun is is doing things like making them look the way you want them to look, right? Look, I did collect a lot of dirt with the shovel. This iron shovel, man, you break this thing so fast. I had to repair it 3 times just getting that amount of dirt. You know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to make a little dirt house and see how it survives storms. Because if you think about this, I've never done this before. On my trips, I'll I'm like, oh, I'm in a storm. I need to get some wood, some fiber, make a wood thing, and it gets blown over. What if I just carry a shovel with me and... Because look, dirt is crafted in your inventory as well. It's right here. Dirt foundation. Oh, maybe there's not any... Maybe that's the kicker, that there's no dirt roof or anything. There's a dirt foundation, a dirt ramp. Oh, you could use dirt. Oh, let's try that. We're gonna take that, a dirt corner. Let's unlock those three. Let's play with dirt a little bit. Oh my God, you guys, like, dude, he's super losing his mind. Okay, but I want to see if this stuff still, if it works as like a greenhouse. See, that would be pretty cool. I would replace these walls here with that. I mean, I imagine it would work, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how those pillars look in there too. Let's say 4 of these guys. This is kind of expensive because of this. This is kind of building this thing is kind of expensive. A lot of steel being used. Look, it hasn't even moved. Why does it need water? It hasn't used any of it. Still at 10 liters, 100% full. Is it like a lube or something? He said lube. Why did he want it to lube? Oh, by the way, today's my day off, and I'm not out in the real forest. Why? It's pouring down rain outside. Not snow, rain. Yeah. Those look like concrete, not glass. My point I'm getting at is these are really expensive. Oh, look, it's got like 2 little screws there. More looks like aluminum than anything. This one looks like it's slow. It's going, but it looks slower than this one. That one's almost done. I don't know, for some reason this one's slower. Maybe because that thing's casting a shadow. I don't know. Anyway, if we build that over that, right, for looks, that'll be cool. We could, no. If we do that, we're not gonna close this in with glass. We're gonna build that aluminum outside, and we're gonna make a little barn, not a big barn, a little barn. So what do I need? I'm gonna need more steel because I need 4 more angles and 3 more walls. I'm out of glass already. Okay. Well, let's make some more glass. Right? Make more glass. And we'll make more steel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab 10 of them. $66. Wow, that is super expensive. Holy cow, dude. 10 stacks make 66. That is very expensive. See, what does the aluminum require? Hopefully not steel. Maybe just a bunch of aluminum. Well, the good thing about that is I got metric butt tons of aluminum. So aluminum takes... Oh, I guess there's two different... I don't know what that ore is, but if you look down, the first beam and then the second beam, it's aluminum, wood, and screws. So that's actually very cheap. Very cheap to make. All right, we're going to unlock the aluminum build set. We're going to unlock the advanced build set. And we're going to unlock the aluminum building trim. Look at that. It's like really highlighted with wood around there. That looks very varnished to me. Very varnished. And where's it made? It's all made in the fabricator right here. This is the... Look how much stuff is now crafted in here. So much. I love it. I love it. All right. So aluminum sort. We've got that aluminum. We've got aluminum in here. And then if we make some screws... let's see. Hold on. Some of these things, let me see what it has. So it doesn't have a foundation. It has an aluminum floor. I really like the foundations. I think that the foundations like really lock it in. So I can put down a foundation of, say, cobble and put the aluminum floor over it. Actually, man, it might be better to do dirt foundations with no floor, right? Because an aluminum floor wouldn't be what you have in a barn. A dirt foundation would give me a strong foundation. Look at, and the floor would look like this inside the barn. Here's the problem. You can see anywhere here where there's not, you can't put it there because it's starting to go up. So because this isn't flat here, it's going to be hard to make it. I need to find a flat spot that's like, I could come off here. It would be raised. Let's grab some dirt and try it. I think I have a few foundations made. Yeah, I have 10 made. I am making glass. I am making steel. Steel bloom. Okay, we're making glass and steel right now. Let's try this area here. What I want to see is how far... There's the height of it here. And then I could match that height here next to me on the right. And then there's is there. And that's about as far as I can go this way. That's why my house ends here, because this starts to ramp up that way. So from there to there. Yeah. See, I lose the height already right here. I can only do 2. 1, 2. Is that big enough? Good question. See, I can't get one right there. And one right there. Clean it up, Buttercup. One more right there. That's definitely big enough. It's definitely big enough. I don't like it connecting to the building, and I don't like this. Let's try this. I don't like it connecting to the building because the roof will look goofy. That's big enough right there, right? And if I could just get one right here. I could put a flat down there of something and it'll be fine, or whatever. Just leave it. Maybe. Let's see. It's just foundation. Okay. Maybe. We'll build it. If it's ugly, we'll tear it down. It's been known to happen before. Okay. Put this away. Let's just get rid of these guys. Okay. And let's see, we had glass going. We have steel going. Needed 4 of these. We need 3 of those, so we don't have enough yet. Not yet! Alright, let's grab our sickle. My sickle. Titanium sickle. Level up. I leveled up just by grabbing my sickle. He's so aggressive with the sickle, man. See how much we got. 98. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. I know I can grow them again, and I probably should, but I'm not going to. Because I hate wasting food. Alright. Now, with that, let's take... How many does it take to craft this? It takes 1 carrot. Alright. Let's grab our salt. Grab this, and how many can we make? 53! Let's make, let's make 30 of them. Craft. And then we're going to take the salt and put it back, and then we're going to make some seeds with it. That's what I try and do. I try to craft the pretty high amount, and then whatever's remaining, I'll make seeds for it, so I can do the same thing again, like when I'm making this stuff, or these guys. See, I still have a lot of these, and then I have a lot of pumpkins from the last thing, I mean watermelon, was the last thing I did when I made the muffins. I grew a bunch of watermelons, and I believe I made some seeds out of them. Watermelon. I did not. I didn't make watermelon seeds. So once this is done, I'll make watermelon seeds. Alright. How about some screws? We have 97. Let's craft that. That's called aluminum. Aluminium. Aluminum wall. Wood. Aluminum beam. Aluminum railing. I don't know if I should do those. You know, maybe I should start with beams. Build it out of beams. Okay. Aluminum. 27. And the lack of us craft. I've had this thing so full of like stuff that I was making that it left no room for the item to actually go in here. Like when if I do another set and it takes all this and throws it over, it fills all this up. Okay, there's that, and then do something like that. Okay. Okay. You know, nowadays it's a lot easier when you're using actual foundations, but I like making the whole building out of the pillars, and then building the, you know, I build like basically the frame of the building first. It's what I did on the house when I rebuilt it. It was like so much easier. That one's already got a pillar. Now, I can put a pillar there. Here's the thing. I can put a pillar there. It's going to intersect with that. It's going to look goofy. Again, having a big flat area is pretty important. Using these dirt foundations, they're a little bit weird the way they work. It's cool looking. It's rough like it would be a barn. We'll see. Let's finish our thingy here. I needed the rest of the steel. Maybe some more glass. We need one more wall, I believe. That, and then I'll figure out the pillars. I don't know if I want to use these. I guess I do. Alright. Well, I'm going to have to take this wall down. Oh, I needed the back part, too. Whoopsies. Thinking about leaving the front open. Thinking about leaving the front open. Come on. You think I should replace these pillars? See, the pillars still match the wall, but they don't match there very good. Now it looks a little goofy. Let's go with 4 pillars there. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. Let's try 12 pillars. That's pretty expensive. Used all that epoxy already. Good thing I have more made. "12 pillars of life." Alright, make those pillars. I am going to put that in there. I'm gonna put my steel in here. We'll put that epoxy in there. Four pillars. That's holding that thing up. Oh, I forgot about these. Whoop. It's just too thick. Like, you look at that side versus the other side, it's too thick in comparison. Means I need 3 more pillars. Dang it. Really need 3 more pillars. Because I wanted to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 more pillars. Stuff's expensive. Where did I put that steel? This. Okay. Actually, I think I only needed 3 now that I saw there was 1 sitting in there. Man, all that iron just used up for steel. And it's all gone. This guy's still going. 31. 10 a day or something? Wow. Pillow time. Yeah, I had one in there. That's why I was short that one. I knew I made enough for this angle here, but there's that, and then it's so dark. I'm hoping I can still use this. I mean, I hope it still works properly. Come on. So 2 and then the halves. If I close off the back. Kind of cool, right? It's like, hey, look, it's his greenhouse over there. Look. The wolf sitting. I told you guys, there's always a wolf sitting there. He really likes my bridge I made for him. It's like bridge time, baby. Anyway, oh my god, hour and almost 20 minutes already. I've been having too much fun building. Oh, you know what we should do before you go? Don't go yet. Let's grab some dirt. I want to try something. If we craft these angle blocks, I want to see if we can build a ramp. Like, you know, all the areas we need. Wow, this place got struck by lightning right here. Like a week ago, right here. This whole area right here. This was absolutely running through trees. It hasn't come back yet. The good thing is, without it, man, it's like boom, straight to here. You know exactly where it's at. I just want to see what this would do. See, it does the same thing. It goes underground. It's just a ramp. Look at this. Trying to get it on the surface like this. No, I don't actually think this would be very good. I'll put one here. Because this is a pain. to get up and down. Yeah, not so useful. I'm gonna go grab some iron while I'm here because, man, you never stop using iron in this game. You never stop using copper, especially if you're making electronic stuff. If you're in tier 4, you're gonna use a lot of copper, but the whole game you're using iron, like it's its job. Wasn't long ago I was over here. Just before I started doing that adventure, I think in the last episode, I was over here and I grabbed all the copper and all the iron. Yeah, I guess it's been longer than I thought. It's full. It's full. Oh, I got weight on me too. Dang it. What? 22 kilos? I'm going to destroy that. 9 kilos. I'm going to destroy that. 7.5. Like, it doesn't leave me a lot to carry any of this here. This one's not done yet, though. This one seems to take a little longer. Oh, 191.2 out of 192. That's pretty good. And at least I get a little bit of a balance between them. Make sure that hasn't... I want to make sure that the exotics didn't respawn right there. Whee! I was swimming for sure. Backpack is full. So if you want to eliminate that problem, that's when you use those pouches. So the pouch would take up one slot, and the weight, it doesn't help with the weight, but you can put 6 items in one slot. So if you weren't having a problem with weight, just amount of things, like a bunch of different things, then the pouch would be good. Pouch time. So now running here, I can see exactly where my ramp is. And coming up, it makes it easier, and I don't use the ramp going down. That'll help me get up that little area that I continue to have to jump. This has been much better once I actually made a ramp and reinforced it with pillars, like, so you can see you can see the start of the barn to the side. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to use those half walls or what, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Finish that. Now that I got more iron, I can make more steel. We'll get this going in here. And then we'll get this going over here. It's doing... Got the aluminum is done. Get the copper going, and we can put this pillars away, because we'll definitely use those later. Perfecto. Changeo. All right. Hey, that was fun. I talked about it last time. You know, too much of one thing gets monotonous, right? But, you know, we did a bunch of adventuring, mission, and those missions were adventure missions out of here. And now we did a little bit of building. And not just, like, busy work. Like, this is cool. You build something, it's cool, you modify it. Bam. Bam. But I want to get into some husbandry. Let's see how much money we have after that. All right, so almost we're getting close to 1,000 here. We have 1895 there. Pretty cool. So a pick, electroshock pick. Those picks are all for Prometheus. Minus 10% over encumbrance penalty. Trying to see if there's one in here about heavy tool. 148% yield. This is one that I have. The sushi, it's gold and copper. I have that one. And then this one is iron, which is the jushi and sushi. So I don't see in here one that's specifically for exotics. So it must be unique to the mission itself. It must be unique to the mission itself. I don't know which one it is. I think I was told which one it is. Construction of buildings or bases. We did one of these before where we didn't know what we needed to build yet, so this one says collection and delivery of items. This one is scoping out and mapping a new area. Collection. This one is a radar one down here. Scanning. This one, waterfall. Traversal to a new area of the region. That one's going to be cool. And we have to do this one before these unlock out here. And these are like the much higher... Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Encrypted. We need to get out to those missions. Those missions are available because of these two upgrades up here. These are two upgraded antennas. So I think what we'll do is we'll do that night. We'll kind of come out here and try and knock this guy out. Because it actually sounds cool. Traversal to a new area, number one. Plus, it's gonna that should unlock these missions out here so we can get a better idea of what we can do. I'm gonna work on probably finishing the back of this, and I'm gonna poke around with this a little bit. It's kind of ugly. God dang it. I'm gonna have to think about that one. It's kind of ugly. Unfortunately, again, when I built my original house, this is as far back as I could go because I could not put another one here. I bumped this one up because that was as far as I could go. This corner here. So I had to, right here. So I had to bump this up because this rise, and now it goes up to here. I could stand alone it. I could put it out in the water. You know what I could do? I could put it out here. Woo woo. It'd block my view. Doesn't have to be very big. Putting it over there, that feels like the outside. I don't know. I'm going to think about it a little bit. You guys, you got any ideas? Let me know. I shouldn't get too far ahead before the next episode. I got to make one for tomorrow, so I like this. I hope it works. I hope that it transfers the sun through there. It should. Why else would you have glass? So I'm going to finish the back, just the back. I'm going to leave the front open. And then, yeah, I don't really know. If you looking at it like this, it's not really this. It's this. It's the floor. I'm going to think about it. You guys think about it. Let's meet back here tomorrow. All right, you guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed that. See you all next episode.